I hate to inform you, but I become the very thing that I hate today. I went to the Funny Burger place and I ordered my burgers and a malt, and they were kind. They said yes, but then I realized that they were closing, and by the time I realized that, I'm sitting there like, I mean, I already ordered my food. I already paid for it, so but I was just left there awkwardly waiting until I got my food, and then I apologized for ordering right when they were closing their doors.
That
Welcome
is
to the podcast, people.
very misfortunate. Yes, welcome.
I think we should excommunicate him for that.
We've all been in that type of situation.
Not me, I'm perfect.
Ah.
And
I've never done awkward things in my entire life. No sir.
Oh, yeah. Me too. I've never done anything awkward because then I'd have to admit that I'm awkward and I'm not awkward.
I've never
so
regretted anything in my life. I don't know about you guys.
exactly.
I have another thing to admit. Unlike all of our other totally 100% true and accurate non sequiturs, this one is a true story.
Yeah, most of them are completely.
This should be our tagline:
True.
100% true and accurate.
Yeah, but this is the truest.
100% accurate, like 43% of the time.
Well, you know what they say: half of the time you're right, 100% of the time.
Is that what they say? I thought
that's what I say.
I thought they say like you're right 100% of the time, half of the time.
You just reworded what I just said. That's stealing.
No, but it's the reverse direction. I thought you have to be 100% for the 50% instead of 50% of the 100%.
Oh, yeah, that's probably right.
So our topic today is one that I'm personally pretty excited for, and that's the prospect of lame superpowers. And
I've got some funny ones for this.
And the reason why I'm excited for it is it brings me back to the Super Ultra Turbo Tourney Fighter Plus.
Oh gosh.
Like, we got amazing classics like Straw Man. The man whose entire gimmick is built around like how good of a straw he can draw.
I thought he was just going to keep going on with an argument.
Yeah, honestly, that's in hindsight. That's like maybe we didn't think of it at the time, but that's a classic.
Yeah.
Oh. I don't think
that could be one of his abilities. We don't know.
I don't think we ever uploaded Ultra Turbo Tourney Fighter Plus.
No, we didn't.
But
it's just like pure just lore dumps that no one knows.
No, funny enough, I've been re-listening to the old podcasts because I had some spare time, and we do talk about Ultra Turbo Tourney Fighter Plus in one of the episodes.
It's honestly like probably one of the best names for anything I've ever experienced. Like Ultra Turbo Tourney, like you'll never hear that anywhere else in your entire life.
It's actually, you guys forgot the super. It's actually Super Ultra Turbo Tourney Fighter Plus.
Oh my gosh,
better.
I still struggle with the name. I was listening to the podcast. I'm like, I'm mispronouncing it in there, and then I eventually get it right, and then I added it like version 2.0 at the end, and Cameron was so disappointed with me. He's like, "You finally got it," and then
why wouldn't I be? That's my baby. You butchered my baby with the 2.0.
Magnum opus.
You don't have the plus at the end of there and 2.0 as well. You can't have both.
Sure, you could.
No.
Okay. No, apparently you can't. And, I apologize for that now, 3 years later, and,
Thank you, it's appreciated.
I'm super excited for the other lame superpowers we're going to come up with today.
Oh, yeah.
Should we go around, like, round robin style and kind of just fireball? What? Spitball some ideas. I don't know where fireball came from. Who would like to start with a lame superpower? Also, is this a superpower that we would have or that we'd see somebody have?
You know what? No, go with the world's your oyster. No, We're here to have fun. It could be a lame superpower that you could see yourself having. It could be a lame superpower that you could see somebody else having. It could just be a lame superpower that you just thought of. No,
Okay.
as long as it fits under the umbrella, it could be a lame superpower that already exists in fiction.
In the real world.
I said fiction, but yeah, real world, sure. Like, let me start off with a real fictional superpower that already exists. So, One Piece is a story about pirates, and these pirates eat these strange fruits called devil fruits, which give them a crazy power that they can use. A huge majority of these fruits are pretty goated. You got the guy who can turn into rubber and stretch himself a bunch. You got the guy who can chop himself up and fly and have all his chopped up pieces fly around and do
Oh
stuff.
my gosh.
You have the guy who
What?
can turn into fire, control fire, and can be immune to fire. They got a lot of goated abilities in One Piece. Except for one, which the entire fan base universally agrees is just a bad power. Guys, have you ever heard about the amazingness that is the jacket fruit? What this devil fruit does is it turns you into a jacket and somebody else can wear you.
That's so much worse than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like you summon a jacket around you so you look cool. You can like have a puffed collar.
Nah.
But no, even worse.
No, it gets even worse. You can't even like force somebody to wear you as the jacket man. Somebody has to willingly put you on.
You just turn into a jacket and fall to the floor.
It's not even that you just turn into a jacket. What happens is you turn flat and a zipper appears down the middle of your body, and then somebody wears you like a suit.
That just reminded me of like when SpongeBob turns into a parachute with the Tattletale Strangler. That's all I can think of. Good idea, Tattletale. The Strangler could have been hiding in that plane. Like the jacket's just like, put me on right now.
Oh yeah, does the jacket speak?
Yeah.
Okay, so he can still speak. Okay.
I mean, yeah, you turn into a jacket. You're still sentient. You're still a guy.
Well, I thought this was just an even worse power up. Like you just turn into a jacket and fall to the ground. That's all I was imagining.
That is.
How do you turn back?
You just turn back.
Somebody's
jacket.
Somebody's wearing you like, well, sorry, and you just like tackle them to the ground, like.
No, we never seen that happen in the story.
Oh no! What if you do turn back while you're being jacketed?
I assume that you just like appear behind the guy that you jacketed.
Gotcha.
No, like I said, Mr. Kelly Funk, the guy who had the jacket powers, he never did that. He had his younger brother Bobby Funk wear him, so that way his smarter brain could have Bobby Funk's dumb brain but super strong body and use it to fight better. He got pummeled basically immediately. Kelly Funk didn't amount to much.
I've got a really dumb one that comes from a dream I had like yesterday.
Oh, please share.
Oh,
So you are functionally immortal because your limbs can regenerate, like your whole body can regenerate. Kind of like
Okay.
right? But whenever
Sounds
you
pretty
take
cool.
more than a little bit of damage, you turn into a goldfish.
Oh boy.
What?
Same regenerative capabilities, but now you're a goldfish. And the dream never made it clear if you can turn.
You turn back?
Never said. It was implied that you could turn back, but it was never implied how it's done. But
I imagine with an ability like that, it's got to be some kind of cooldown.
Oh no, it's even dumber. Is if you're trying to because what it was, I'm remembering it now, is to turn back into a person. You had to expend a lot of like regenerative energy to like form back your body.
Ah.
And so what would happen is if you were being injured or dying as the goldfish, you were spending all of your regenerative abilities not dying instead of turning back into a human. And so I just took the goldfish out of water because the stream was taking place in like a watery environment. And I just put it in a jar on a shelf. And then the goldfish was spending all of its energy not dying on land. And it couldn't turn back into a human.
Oh my gosh.
It was a goldfish forever.
That sounds very graphic if you are starting as a goldfish and you have to slowly regenerate into a human body. That sounds very grotesque.
Do you think you'd have the memory of a goldfish? Like 5 seconds?
Oh, you were like fully aware that you were a goldfish and that you were like in constant pain, unable to regenerate.
Yeah, but would you remember all the pain?
I don't know. The
I
dream
imagine-
ended very shortly after that. I had to get up and work, but
I imagine somebody just like at the office desk, his boss is like, or one of his coworkers is like, "Hey, could you file these, please?" It's like, "Oh yeah, sure." He gets a paper cut and turns into a fucking.
yeah,
Put down the glass of water. Put me in the glass of water.
Oh, can he speak as the goldfish?
because if you're on land, it's like
Put me in the water.
I mean, the reason why fish can't breathe on land is because their gills collapse because the water isn't like keeping them buoyant. So they just suffocate.
And imagine suffocating with all the oxygen around. And
I mean, that's the problem. They can't breathe it in because their what is their equivalent to lungs is collapse.
yeah, but I'm just imagining the fish look at us and like, imagine suffocating when there's all this oxygen in the water.
That's fair.
dude, that's my.
Oh gosh. Well, for my lame superpower, the thing I was thinking of was, based in reality, because I believe there's
Good
people. I believe there's people like this, but it comes down to how people perceive things, right? People can perceive things in one way when they're in actuality a different way to a different person. And what better way to perceive things than with your eyes and specifically colors? How I perceive things super well compared to everybody else who
Perfect
have
even.
Oh yeah.
this superpower of like ultra vision. So like
What you're thinking is because you're colorblind, anybody who isn't colorblind has the superpower of seeing the entire color spectrum.
No, okay, so it gets better. So then above that, there's other people that can see even more vibrant colors. They have what I believe is called ultra vision. I believe that's the term that they call it. But of course,
women can see more colors than men.
What was that?
Women can see more colors than men.
So what you're saying is, so you're saying, sorry, I can't even.
Fill it out, buddy.
Yeah, also, while you're getting it together, I kind of lost. So the superpower is that you can see more color.
The superpower is that you're not colorblind.
I got superpower is just what people are.
Some people.
Riley's saying to him, that's the power.
So yeah, would that be the most
reality?
lame superpower, guys? If you could actually see red and green, man, imagine the world.
I just want to let
that's-
everyone know. It
I mean,
feels
that's pretty
really good.
crazy, but I can think of a lamer superpower than that.
Whoa, Gavin's got to get a turn.
All right.
Unless Gavin
Gavin-
wanted
I mean,
to forego his turn, of course.
Whoa, you didn't finish what happens to the people who can see like more color.
yeah, I was waiting for your response to my women seeing more color than men.
Okay, what I was gonna try to say is that I should have been a girl. To see
There's still time.
oh, but it just didn't sound right in my head. Anyways, that was all I was trying to say.
And if
Alright.
only you weren't born the middle child, then you would have gotten it.
Imagine, I don't. Oh, actually, my eldest brother also has some slight color blindness, but everybody else in my family is just the ultra vision people.
Riley, are you sure that maybe color blindness isn't the superpower in this game?
Well,
I just
like going a step further, there's like what I said, ultra vision. People can see apparently more vibrant colors, but the normies, as you'd call it, wouldn't be able to confirm their ultra vision unless they're maybe using a computer.
So they're lying.
So they could be just fibbers. But that's where I wanted to go. So it's just being able to see like fourth dimensional colors.
Whoa.
Wouldn't that be interesting?
crazy.
Yeah, that would be because you can't even see three-dimensional colors.
It's a tough world out there, Max. Plants are terrible. Have you ever seen a red and green plant?
Yeah,
Terrible.
You can go outside and see one right now.
I had to ask my sister a picture. I took a picture of a video game plant because Jared was telling me that this plant was red. No, he's telling me it was green. I was telling him that there was some weird red berries on it. He's like, no, Riley, that's green.
Okay, it's a question I've had for a long time.
I need to see what this plant looks like.
Like, if you're colorblind, wouldn't you just learn that the incorrect color is the color?
Yeah, but some things are hard to differentiate, and it differs between person and person. Like I have, what is it called, like mild Deuteronomy or something like that. I always butcher the name.
Mild dudes are on me, yeah.
Isn't that a book in the Bible, Deuteronomy? You've got Deuteronomy for eyes? Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, I think I butchered the name, but it's a very mild, like red-green shade. So some of them blur together. So it's hard to distinguish between the two. But yeah, I can see a red apple. I can see a green apple. I can see a lot of fake red.
But if you see a half red apple, half green apple, you're screwed.
Yeah, I'm absolutely doomed. If they're all in like little dots and they make a number on it, the apple, I can't see the number.
You know what that means?
Yeah.
That means you're going to fail
apples.
for like computer AI tests, and you're going to be considered a
Oh
robot.
No! Are they gonna start making I'm gonna have to cheat and get the what's it called, the contrast films. You can get contrast films and cheat those exams. What's it called? Like,
Only a robot.
Filters, like lens filter things, which is what they use for like color, quote unquote, color correcting glasses.
I see.
I sometimes see. Anyways, that's enough of my lame superpower, guys.
All right, Gavin, what's yours?
I mean, I can steal one. I couldn't really think of one while laughing at Riley. Where you can transform into any animal, but you transform body and mind.
So would you remember that you could transform?
Probably not. If you turn into a fish or a monkey, you're probably thinking, ooh, termites, or ooh, swim.
How do we know what they're thinking?
If you turn into a dolphin, you could probably remember.
If you turn into a moth, you go towards the light.
Which light? There's
any of them.
All right, moth powers activate.
Wait, are you the same size? Or do you go to this?
I assume you turn into the animal. Not a gigantic fucking goldfish or whatever. You turn into a goldfish, a normal ass goldfish.
You become a tardigrade and become like.
Well, Riley, we can't use hard R's anymore. It's 2024.
What? Tardigrade?
It's tardigrade.
Tardigrade. My bad.
Can you turn into like fictional? Like, can you just say, "I now turn into a smarter human"?
I turn into a chimera.
Well,
I transform into a human with the mind of a smarter human.
Okay, Riley, you can't just say chimera and turn into like whatever a chimera would be. You'd have to think about what kind of chimera you're turning into. What kind of like abomination hodgepodge of different creatures are you becoming?
Wait, can you turn into like a specific animal? Because humans are animals. Could you turn into like those commercials that's like you're turning into your dad? Could you shapeshift into your dad?
I mean, if we go off of One Piece human fruit, you can turn into varying types of humans, I guess.
So
Yeah, but that also depends on the type of human fruit you ate.
it sounds like this could just be a shape-shifting ability. Just don't shape-shift into an animal.
Just don't shapeshift into something stupid.
Yeah, so this I feel like this could be not
So
a
you
light
can-
power.
I mean, you can really only turn into human-based things then,
Yeah.
which is still pretty lame as far as powers go.
There are smart
What do you
animals
mean?
out there.
That'd be a great like
All right,
assassin
you're in a world
or
with-
thief.
You're in a world with Superman and all of them, and you're like, I am human number 1. Now I'm human number 2.
Couldn't you shapeshift into the
I
superhuman though?
I don't know, man. This is just some random shit.
Would you not
Here's the
get the
question.
power?
That's only if you can turn into specific things, or if you turn into the general thing.
How hard do you have to think about the shapeshift? Like, if you accidentally think about shapeshifting into a mouse,
Oh,
is that really-
oh, you're at the zoo and you're like, oh no, there's a goat. No, oh!
Wow, wouldn't it be cool to be a goat? Uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
It's like you're looking up at the giraffe. Whoa, that's a giraffe. Is that a squirrel? Then you turn into a squirrel.
My question is how you discover you have the power. Like, what happens there?
I mean, I'd imagine that somebody like saw a cat. It's like, whoa, that's a crazy looking cat, and then they turned into a cat.
But then, as a cat, they would have to figure out that they could turn back.
Yeah, they look at a dog and then turn into a dog.
Oh, whatever they look at is what they turn into.
I feel like a cat would have enough cognitive dissonance to remember. All right, I was a person. I was a guy before, and I think I did it like this.
Yeah,
Alright, bye.
we don't give animals
Well,
enough credit on their
then-
memory.
If you said that if you were to determine that it was because you thought about the animal, then it would be like the cat would think about catching a bird, and then the bird thinks about like mating with a different bird, and now you turn into that bird. And you
It's like that whole test of, quick, don't think about a pink elephant. Oh, shit!
Okay, I just need to think. I just need to not think about anything. Holy fuck, that's a mouse! Ah, god damn it!
Just thought of the ASDF. Oh, quick, don't think about kids.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright. So, my next lame superpower also has to do with animals. Okay, it's an ability which lets you control a specific type of animal. But the animal you can control is only fruit flies. Fruit flies specifically.
I don't know, man. I had a pretty bad infestation one time. I think I could wreak some havoc with another one.
Yeah, you get enough fruit flies?
I'm not saying you can't. They're saying, like, even among bugs, fruit flies are probably, like, near the bottom of the list of ones you'd actively want at your beck and call.
Yeah,
They
would you
only
rather?
live a day, don't they?
They don't
Yeah,
live
but
very
they
long.
mass produce like so easily.
Oh, I'm just imagining you carrying like rotten fruit like in a trench coat and you're like, go!
Oh, God.
So you go to somebody's house, he's really rude to you. You know, he didn't want any of your Girl Scout cookies. So, like, as you're walking away, you like throw a rotten orange slice into his window. You're like, go at it, boys. And then the fucking fruit flies go wild.
You just constantly keep multiple Ziploc bags of rotten fruit and fruit flies.
Yeah, but who says that they needed to be ziplocked? I mean, if the fruit
I
flies
mean-
are under your control, they'll just be chilling underneath your coat, right?
I wasn't worried about the fruit flies chilling. I was worried about the smell of the rotten fruit.
That's
Yes.
a very fair point.
Yes, you don't want to become a social
Ow.
outcast.
However, in the case of fruit
Oh.
flies, the fruits don't even need to be rotten. Fruit flies will go for non-rotten fruits just as
Yeah,
easily.
but when they start eating it, they puncture the hole into the fruit, and then the fruit will eventually rot.
I think it was gonna rot either way.
Then
Depends on how
replace
quickly they eat
fruit.
it, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm assuming there's like whole colonies in like one fruit.
There's like billions of fruit flies.
Billions? Holy shoot!
Yeah, those things multiply like crazy.
They do multiply like crazy.
How big is a fruit fly? Times
They're
a billion.
a fruit fly can a fruit. I feel like the biggest fruit fly I saw was like a millimeter long.
Hey man, apparently there's an entire layer of our atmosphere of spiders, so
What?
Huh?
Oh,
Are you
talking about the clouds?
yes, the clouds
Are
of
you-
spiders.
Are you saying spiders make the clouds, Gavin?
yes.
So fluffy. What?
But actually, no, not at all.
What are you talking about? Atmosphere of spiders.
Right.
Apparently, when spiders make their webs, sometimes the wind will sweep them away, and they'll be
Naturally.
swept into the atmosphere. And there's just
okay,
like
okay.
a layer in our atmosphere of spiders.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I thought you were saying like the entire collective spider population could fill up an atmosphere. I thought that's
No,
what
guys, you gotta stop burning tires.
thought
Spider
he
lives
meant there
matter
was,
too.
like-
You're gonna kill the ozone of spiders, guys. Come on.
Not the ozone of spiders.
I thought he meant there was like a dedicated layer of the atmosphere that's just entirely composed. Like there's just spiders just floating in the air all times.
I don't think it was dedicated to the spiders.
That's
but yeah,
why spiders
basically.
fall on my head. It's all starting to make sense now.
They ate too much and they fell out of their atmosphere.
They ate too many other spiders. Got heavy enough to not be affected by the wind.
those sky flies, man. Oh boy. they like to knock those spiders off. You'd think that the spiders are the predators up there, but nah, the sky flies bully the fuck out of them.
Man, they tell you about the water cycle in school, but they don't tell you about the spider cycle.
Nah.
Oh no!
No, they do not.
Oh
Spider
god!
builds wind blows web up, then fucking skyfly knocks spider back down. The cycle repeats.
Spider mates and creates web.
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, jumping spiders can jump like really good. They could probably jump all the way up to the atmosphere, up to the spider zone. But
Hey,
no.
honey, I'm just gonna head to the spider zone real quick. You need anything? No, we're good. Okay.
Get
Boing.
into the spider zone.
Alright. Anyways, that's my lame superpower. The ability to control fruit flies and only fruit flies. If you guys could think of a lamer animal species to control, then you could steal it from me.
The dung beetle.
Nah, man. Dung beetles could be pretty goated. Imagine
Oh,
having
man.
an army of dung beetles behind you, and they're rolling up like boulder-sized dung while you're
Okay, you know what?
Imagine-
That's fair.
Imagine the power of the team up between the dung beetle controller and the fruit fly controller.
Oh, dude, I think they'd be unstoppable.
Pick up the dung fruit flies. We will launch.
Oh, aerial attack!
Quick, we need more dung now.
Oh gosh.
Ah, dang it.
All right, it's Max's turn now.
Oh boy. Stupid superpower.
Yes.
Not stupid, lame. There's a
Oh, lame.
significant difference.
Yeah,
A
I mean, a lame superpower can also be stupid, but the most important qualifier is lame.
I haven't had dreams to pull off of lately.
You need some more dreams.
I do. Unironically, like most of my ideas come from my dreams.
Man, gotta
Well,
keep a dream
well,
journal.
yeah.
That'll help you remember.
I do actually. I've got a big Google Doc.
All right,
I haven't had anything what's related to
well,
this in a while.
look at that doc and see if you can find a lame superpower too.
I'm thinking like it's got to be like something with your arms. Oh, I was thinking earlier of one where like you have like the world's like loosest joints, and so your limbs can like bend in any direction, like 60 degrees. But like that's it.
Well, just
So,
imagine them
at a
trying to
little-
run at you. They're just flailing their arms like a madman.
You don't have to, but if you do it, like imagine you kind of hold your arm upright at like a 90-degree angle, and you
All
can just like
your-
spin it around.
Every joint in your body is just like quadruple jointed.
They could
Yeah,
become
like your fingers
the
can go, like,
tire inflatable
Maybe
people.
backwards. Yeah, it's like, what would you use that for? I don't know. Does it your bones still break?
And-
Like
I imagine
purple tunnel.
somebody trying to lift something and his arms just like bends backwards 90 degrees. Like, oh man, no, it's too heavy. I can't.
he tries to pick something up and his knees just bend, fold backwards like 180 degrees. He's like, oh dang it.
He wakes up like really stiff. He cracks his back and he's bent backwards 90 degrees. Oh man, that happened again. Oh jeez.
Oh, jeez.
All right, honey, I haven't figured out a good way to reverse this. Give me a second. As he's just standing straight up, but looking at the ceiling. The bend in his back.
There was this one documentary I watched, and I think it was this Korean guy. It was either a Korean guy or a Chinese guy, and he had this weird condition where his back kept like arching, and literally like his head was like touching his belly button.
Yeah, I saw
He was
that.
completely that's kind of like the
yeah.
level of bending that I imagine you'd be able to do. But of course you wouldn't get stuck that way. But like what you say, it doesn't mean anything. It's like, ooh, you can crack your knuckles backwards. It's wow.
Oh man, that's
World changing.
anyway.
That would actually really be detrimental to you because like you'd ruin the cartilage in your bones and then
Yeah,
more
like
and
that's the
more.
thing. Like you'd have no like physical benefits. Like, your
ligaments.
bones wouldn't be stronger. Like you just destroy your body in a year.
I mean, it'd be a cool party trick until everybody has seen it so much that they don't care anymore.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
here's leg backwards Joe.
Oh.
Cool.
Leg backwards Joe walking in with his leg backwards.
Oh, let me
again.
guess. The legs are backwards.
Oh wow.
Hey
Classic.
guys, I saw you're playing dodgeball. Can I join? Ugh, no. Every time you get hit, you bend backwards like 80 degrees.
You look like you.
It was funny the first like 10 times, but now it's just annoying.
You look like a mangled corpse.
Car. You just like twisted in a knot.
No, that is a pretty lame superpower, Max.
Somebody-
I didn't think about the repeated use would just get boring.
Yeah.
The worst part of it is everyone just thinks it's lame.
Oh my gosh.
Or would
Absolutely
anyone even think
brutalized.
it's a superpower? Would they just think that all double jointed people can do
Look,
that?
Max, there's plenty of superpowers that like are detrimental to your health. Okay, but they're cool at the same time when it happens. This one is lame when it ruins your health.
Yep.
And if it didn't ruin your health, it gets lame after a while anyways. And that's exactly what we're looking for. All right, Riley,
Now that
your
my turn is
turn.
over, I need to go leave briefly and take up the garbage. So
Okay.
I will return.
Perfect. So I was trying to think of a lame power very quickly here as my turn was coming up, and I think I thought of something that would be pretty lame. So what if you had the power to remember that you forgot something, but you couldn't remember what you forgot, but you just only know that you forgot something.
Like, I forgot something.
Isn't
Wonder what the hell that was.
But you
Isn't
always know that you forgot something.
I feel like I just kind of already do that without needing the power.
That's
Like,
just a feeling. This is definitive.
Yeah, this is definitive, and it won't go away until you figure it out.
so you gotta play like a little detective game with yourself.
Yeah.
So will I always have the feeling if I say, like, forgot a sweatshirt somewhere, like, out of the country, and then just move back?
Oh No.
If I figured it out, would it go away, or would I have to
Oh.
retrieve my sweatshirt because it's still technically lost?
I think once you figure it, like once you remember, oh, I forgot the sweatshirt, then it'll go away. But if you forget that you remembered the sweatshirt, it would come back, and then it might be at the worst time. It's like, what did I forget today?
Oh shit! What did I forget? No.
You have to write everything down that you forgot.
Can you like remember forget multiple things at once, or is it one thing at a time?
I think you would be able to remember, or since you'd always remember what you forgot. Well, you said multiple things is what I was trying to say there.
Right.
You'd always be able to remember anything that you ever forgot.
All right.
Or that you forgot.
That you forgot something, so you can't remember what it was, but it would. I think it'd be amplified.
Phrasing.
Imagine finally figuring out what you forgot, and then you immediately forgot it right afterwards.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Damn it!
no!
Fuck! What? Fuck! I'm forgetting something. What am I forgetting?
I'm forgetting to breathe. Nope, still fine.
No.
But I feel like that would get very annoying and doesn't help anybody. Not even yourself.
Yes.
I agree. That is a pretty lame power.
Well, thank you. I thought of it very, very on the dot.
All right, Gavin. All right, Gavin, it's your turn.
Always being able to know when somebody makes a speaking error or grammatical error, even if it's in a different language.
Oh, okay. That's more interesting than I thought it was going to be.
Become the ultimate grammar.
You don't know what they said; you just know that it's wrong.
Wow! Imagine that shirt.
Yeah, right.
I mean, like you go to a foreign country, it's like you're saying that wrong, but you're not even saying that in their language.
Exactly.
Like, do you just subconsciously know the true, correct way everything is meant to be said?
No, you just know that what they said is wrong. You don't know the right way. You just know that it was wrong.
Hey, I know I've never met you before, but what you said there was wrong.
So if it turns out that what everybody says has been wrong the entire time?
I guess that depends on how you look at it. If you look at Old English, then we're saying a lot of things wrong.
I feel like there would have to be the consensus of majority, and your power would go with the majority.
Adhere to them.
All right, so we go by dictionary's thesaurus rules.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would we allow the Urban Dictionary rules?
I mean, sure.
If the situation called for it.
Some slang phrases.
Your power knows the intended use.
Ah, yeah. It is a superpower, so of course it would know.
Somebody's like, oh man, I just looked at this funny jife yesterday, and then you're like, I feel like that should be wrong, but my power's not saying it is. What the?
Oh man, no, fuck yourself so bad.
Oh my gosh. Is it like changed overnight or something?
Like the implication is that's the way it was always intended. But according to your power, that's how it's meant to be said. So that could be a double-edged sword. You could be annoyed at the way other people saying things are wrong, even if you don't know what they're saying or what they're saying means. But it could be even worse in the fact that something you thought was right your entire life turns out to be wrong. And that introduces an existential crisis aspect to it.
Yeah, pretty
which
lame,
I appreciate.
I just thought of it because I corrected what you said. It was like, man, what if you were just an ultimate asshole?
I felt like you were piggybacking off of my forgetting thing.
Oh, you want another ultimate asshole power? Alright, this one is called Captain Hindsight. This guy's power... this guy has the power of knowing what you should have done moments after you've done it.
Moments after you've done it wrong.
Yeah. Like, oh, you should have bet on black, Tom. Now you just lost the whole jackpot.
Then he takes off his sunglasses.
I like that aspect where it's something obvious, but his power still lets him know.
Yeah.
I think there's only two options, red or black. Oh, should have bet on black, stupid.
But he's
I fucking know.
But he's only informed of the right choice after the thing happens.
Imagine
A
you.
really good one on my walk with the trash when you guys are ready.
What? Oh, when
What'd
we're
you say
ready.
to me?
We're talking about a Cameron's power at the moment.
Which was?
You want to repeat?
Captain Hindsight. This guy has the ability to know the right solution to a problem moments after the wrong solution was already made.
Does he solve all math equations then?
Yes, but only
Someone
after you.
solves the math.
Yeah,
Like if
yes,
someone
but only.
fails to solve the hardest math equation, like unsolved equations, does he just know the answer?
Oh, does he know the
Right.
answer, or does he just say that what you
Yeah.
did was wrong?
No. What would happen is
You'd almost have to know.
You see, no. What would need to happen is you'd need to have that moment of ultimate failure where, like the right solution doesn't mean anything anymore because it's too late. That's the crux of Captain Hindsight.
Yeah.
So he turned in his test, and then he was like, "Oh, you should use this formula instead, idiot."
No,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
feel like you turn it in, and then you'd get the grade back, and then that's when Captain
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Hindsight's
Hindsight,
power
yeah.
would activate.
Oh, what? An F minus? Oh, you shouldn't have cheated, James.
That guy didn't know what he was doing either as he's walking out of the classroom because he
should.
failed.
You shouldn't have copied off of me. You know my abilities only work in hindsight.
He's like super proud of his ability too, and that just makes it worse for everybody else.
He's like
Somebody
super proud.
has
Like,
this-
you should have done answer B on the exam.
I like to think that it happens even when he had no knowledge of the situation prior. Like some guy had this pretty crazy rash, so he went to the doctor. He got prescribed some kind of ointment cream, and like 5 weeks later, it's like, oh man, it's getting worse. Then Captain Hindsight walks by. He's like, you should have gotten a different cream, my friend.
And now you know, thanks to Captain Hindsight. No, I already knew. No, you. I figured that out. No,
It's all my doing. You're welcome, citizen.
Would you
As he
be
slowly walks
I
away.
feel like the hindsight powers come extra strong the moment somebody makes a connection in their mind of what they
Oh.
should have done. Like,
becomes
that's
even
when
more
the-
detailed for him to explain it
Yeah.
even longer to the person.
Yeah, he goes on a full-on monologue of what he should have done instead of,
Oh,
and
After they've
also
already
goes
realized
into exactly how he failed.
yeah. So before the person realizes it, he just knows what they should have done. But once the person
Yeah.
realizes it, he can tell them step by step how it would have affected the outcome.
Yeah. And the power is completely involuntary. It's like a tick. He has no choice but to do
Oh,
it.
You
I
should
just thought he was an
imagine
asshole who loved it.
I mean, he could be still.
Yeah.
It could be both.
Yeah, all of the above could be a thing. You're right.
Yeah. Anyways, that was Captain Hindsight. Max, do you have any?
All right. So this one is you have the ability to soak up water through your skin and your limbs,
Like a frog, hell yeah.
and like at
like
a
a
pretty
fish.
at a pretty impressive rate. Like you can stick your hand in a puddle and soak it up.
Oh,
Dude,
Mr.
and-
Sponge.
Mr.
You'd
Sponge.
think,
Yeah.
oh wow, that sounds pretty good. But the thing
Yeah.
is, though, you have a
Where's
really
it going?
long ladder, but you just have to pee.
You're allergic to
Right.
water.
Oh,
And so you soak all this up, but then you just have to go really bad, like an hour later.
So all the
you have a
liquid
small
that you-
bladder.
so all the liquid you absorb goes straight into your urinary system.
So it still processes at the same rate as a human, but when it does process, you gotta go.
It's just a
Yeah,
fire
he's like, oh wow,
hydrant.
you can drain this flooded area. Nope, I think I got pee real bad. Sorry.
I mean, I can make a different area flooded if you want.
Imagine somebody just at a restaurant spills their drink. This
I got that.
just slams.
Can he
hands.
choose to absorb it, or is he just naturally
Okay.
absorbent?
See, I think it'd be funnier if he's just naturally that absorbent. So he has to, like,
Oh,
push
shit.
it.
Oh no,
It's
it's
raining.
raining!
It's absorbing ultra hard.
No,
Oh no!
I'm not
I
gonna
forgot
make it
my
to the
umbrella. I
bathroom.
didn't know it was gonna rain today.
Imagine stepping into like a dirty puddle.
Oh.
Oh, does he have to like pee out the sediment if he absorbs it too?
I'm
Oh my
hoping
God.
it's
What if
just
this?
the
What if
liquid.
this guy was?
Probably would be just the liquid, yeah.
Imagine this guy was pushed into a vat of lava, but all the lava gets absorbed into it. It's like, oh, this is gonna hurt something now. Oh.
He could die pretty quickly.
I like to imagine like he's immune to the damage that the liquid would cause.
So it's just
but
super
he
painful.
feels, yeah, he feels.
You know,
it
it's like
come-
when you eat spicy food and it comes out.
Spicy.
That's why I
Comes
don't
out-
eat spicy food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. I feel like
no.
that's not a lame power, though. I feel like you could use that in some interesting situations.
I mean, just because you can make it
But
interesting
the
doesn't make
thing
it
is that
good.
it's like he can't absorb any more water than he could just like drink.
Like, would he like start vomiting or something? Oh, would he drown? He just start drowning, or
And he could, I guess, theoretically drown.
it just starts raining and drowns.
So like, really, the only benefit of it is that like you don't. Like,
he can never go
taste-
swimming.
Yeah, no, he can't. Well, he can. He would just have to pee like really bad constantly. And it would-
As he's swimming,
Yeah,
he's
so
peeing
he's
at the
just like
same
peeing
time.
like nonstop, just pissing up the pool.
Oh my gosh! What a
The
sight!
the guy gets one of those like pea streams which splits off and like half of it goes on the floor. Is like, oh no, I have to clean it up now.
You could just soak that back in, right?
Yeah.
Come back out pretty soon after, but yeah.
I feel like that's. I don't
That's
feel like that
decently
one's
not great.
I don't feel like that one's lame though. I'm still
Really?
for Mr. Sponge here. I think Mr. Sponge could really change lives.
I mean, yeah, if somebody's swimming, doing the backstroke, and they have their own fountain coming
The
up,
P
yeah, that
aspect
would
is
change my life.
the P aspect is what's really like pushing it closer to that lame tier. But
There's just
I
a
feel like-
slight
I feel like
downside.
I feel like it's missing something. I feel like there's something missing, and I can't quite put my finger on it.
Gives him really bad kidney stones or something. Well, the problem is, I'm just coming up with like bad side effects. The power itself needs to be lamer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe he can like only soak up purified water.
Oh.
Basically, like only water bottle.
somebody
Gavin can
knocked
do that. You can.
somebody
Gavin drinks
knocked-
water so much.
somebody knocks over their Dasani. Like, oh, I got you.
Gavin drinks a lot of water. He's basically a sponge. That's the same thing.
Sorry. I wanted to
What the hell
stop.
are you talking about?
I wanted to get my
Gavin-
thought out, but Cameron was still speaking, so I'm like, you know what? I'll just
Gavin,
let Cameron
get
speak.
Gavin put down an entire bottle of Mountain Spring Great Value water in one setting. He could basically do the same thing as
He can basically absorb liquids through his skin. Pretty similar.
Have you seen Kevin drink a water bottle? It goes down in seconds.
I've
Less
seen
than a
it. But
second.
that doesn't have anything to do with sponge powers.
Yeah, he can finish it like 1,000 times faster than I. Crazy.
That's great. Next time you're doing dishes and you get water on the side of the
Bradley, are
sink
you
and you soak it up with a sponge, I hope you
Hey,
think
let
of
me
me.
get this. Let me see if I understand this correctly. Are you arguing that Gavin would be the prime person to have this ability because he has like a presumably better bladder than everybody else?
I do drink a lot of water and go to the bathroom quite often, so I'm
There you go.
basically that guy.
He'd be used to it. All right. Awesome. But being able to only absorb purified water, I think that's enough to push it into the
He'd go his super.
He could be a good lab assistant.
All right, Riley, return.
Oh, what a great image.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Don't worry, Gavin. I will think of you when I use a sponge.
Good. That's all I ask.
What if I've got like Scrub Daddy? Does that count? Should I be thinking of you when I use the Scrub Daddy?
Yes.
I don't want to be thinking of Gavin with a Scrub Daddy. It's a sponge.
Scrub Daddy is a sponge.
Yeah.
No, Scrub Daddy's a weird face on a sponge.
Yeah,
I don't want any weird faces on my sponge.
But it's so happy.
It's
Except
weird.
Riley,
It's missing a
know
nose.
that Riley, you do know that there are scrub daddies that don't have faces, right? There are just normal
I do
sponge-shaped
not know
scrub
that.
daddies. Just get one of those.
See, that changes my entire perception of Scrub Daddies now.
Why would you get a Scrub Daddy if not to get a smiley, happy face? When you
Those smiley faces are the creepiest things. Have
What?
you stared
They're not
into their
We've
soul?
already used them up.
Have you?
I don't often stare at my sponges.
Yeah, I know.
Just, like, staring super intently at his kitchen at the sponge.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's just right.
You guys don't stare at your sponges? Just me?
It's you.
I think that's just you.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, anyways, lame power up. I have completely lost all my train of thought in the past like 10 minutes. I don't know why. So let me just think of something that'd be super lame.
You know where all trains are at all times. Well, that one could be useful.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if you're on a track.
True. You'd be a king among train autists. You could like point them in the direction of the nearest collectible train. Like, it's this way.
Okay, so
Variety.
oh, that's just stupid. That's not lame.
Exactly. Oh, that's right. There is a difference. I forgot.
It's not lame. It's just a dumb idea.
We can be the judges of that. Just because you think it's not lame doesn't mean that we don't.
It was so dumb that I forgot.
Oh.
What if Power? You have really good ideas, but you just forget them.
Oh, Max,
Like,
you
you know you had a good idea, and then you're like,
Oh yeah, that's similar.
you missed the power up I came up with earlier, where you always remember that you forgot something, but not what you forgot. But you always know it, so it's always dinging in your mind that you forgot something.
No, there's something that's not there.
Yeah. It compounds when you forget multiple things and can never remember them.
So it just compounds forever. So it's just, from the moment you're old enough to remember things, you're just more and more agonizing mental pain until the day you die.
Yeah, tragedy. Oh, I almost remember the stupid idea. It had to do with tiny umbrellas.
I almost remember what I forgot.
And toothpicks, but I can't remember how they were combined.
Oh, the toothpick drink umbrellas?
Yeah. So those tiny umbrellas. I'm trying to. What was it?
Them? I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe.
Neither do we. Spit it out.
You guys weren't in my head when I was thinking tiny umbrella. It's like a magnet. But it's not a magnet. It's
a magnet. Where did it come from?
You can magnetically control tiny umbrellas.
Yeah, really. I'm not even seeing what the actual superpower is. These are just like.
That's why it was dumb. I forgot. That's why I instantly stopped the idea.
Similar to what I thought of my superpower. It's similar to mine.
Are you thinking of like a Magneto situation, but instead of controlling anything with an electromagnetic pulse in it, it's just
only
like
tiny umbrellas.
It's just tiny umbrellas.
Is that your thing? Is that your submission?
We need to move on from you guys. I need a moment.
Hey, Gavin, your turn.
Well, since
yeah.
you wanted to steal my Magneto idea, I'm still going to run with it. My idea was that you couldn't control magnetic things, but you could feel magnetic fields. So if
Oh, that'd
something
be
was
so
magnetic
annoying.
near you, you could feel it, and you always know where north is. Unless there's a bigger magnet near you that's stronger than the magnetic pull of the Earth, then you're just all discombobulated.
Almost can do that.
Yeah, by implanting magnets into their body.
Yep.
Yeah, that's kind of where I got the idea from.
And the whole compass ability sounds like the coolest part about all of that. The rest just sounds obnoxious.
Exactly.
And I think that's it. And I think that helps bump its lameness points up quite a bit.
It can't do anything great, but it's somewhat helpful. But it's also has some detriment.
If you know how to read the sun, you can also determine where north is. So it's not that special.
Yeah.
I feel like extra lame points should be rewarded if it's actually a on the surface pretty cool ability, but the downsides just bog it down so much that's like that's just disappointing.
Like the classic, you can turn invisible, but then your eyes are invisible, so you can't see light, so you're just blind.
You can turn invisible, but there's a giant glowing orb around you.
Using an example from Undead Unluck, you can turn invisible, but your eyes have to be closed.
Yeah.
That would be so bad.
There's a post that I saw, and it's that you can turn invisible once a day, but it's when you make a comment to somebody about, I can't remember what it was, but it'd be like, oh, that's kind of weird. Fuck, I can't remember what it was, but you'd say something that would
that's kind of weird.
Really creepy if someone were to just disappear, and that's what triggers your invisibility. You get it once a day, so you just traumatize people constantly. Like you're at a magic show, and it's like, man, what if he just disappeared somebody in the audience? Whoosh. Yeah. See if I can search that up on my phone with you guys.
Anyways, Gavin, that is a very nice lame ability.
Thank you.
I like that one.
Anyways, I wasn't listening to him. I came up with a lame idea. If we want to circle back to me.
I wasn't listening to him, but I had this great idea about feeling the pull of magnets. That was the post, by the way. If you turn invisible for one day, every time you say to somebody, wouldn't it suck to have schizophrenia? Oh my god. That's way different.
Jeez.
What I was thinking.
Anyways, my lame power up was what if you could roll like an armadillo, but you could never use your legs to walk?
What?
So you basically just roll wherever you need to.
So you're just in a wheelchair, but sometimes you can turn into a ball?
I think
is that what you're saying?
No, I think the implication is you can only move by rolling into a ball.
Oh. I like the wheelchair idea. Anyways, it's time for me to you just roll out of the wheelchair and just deck somebody.
Roll out.
If you want to move extra fast, you got to go into ball mode.
Oh, okay. I see. Wait, it's not lame at all anymore. You get the wheelchair in. Oh, Jesus! Amazing idea. Okay.
Yeah, great idea.
See, I have so many ideas, but they're all just having a power, but then there's a bad side effect. They're not just a lame power.
What if you could breathe fire, but you could not breathe
what if
oxygen?
Your hands were like feet, but they smelled like feet. That's what I was thinking.
What?
but I thought that, but I couldn't think of how
that is so bad. Why would you want 4 feet?
What if your hands were replaced with feet, but your hands still smelled like hands?
I was workshopping it,
okay? It's just bad all around.
God forbid God forbid my feet hands don't smell like feet. God damn.
Want to smell my feet hands? I swear they don't smell like feet.
I swear they smell like hands and not feet.
They smell like normal hands, okay?
What a phrase. Do you want to smell my feet hands?
I guarantee you it smells like one of them. You get to figure out which.
Plus, I feel like there would need to be at least some benefit to having the lame power.
You could run like a horse.
The the lameness needs to come from the fact that there is some practical use. It's just very.
And that's what I was trying to workshop. I was like, well, what's the benefit
Have
of
you
having
ever
like
heard of
four
quadropics?
hands?
You could run on all four more efficiently.
Ellie, I don't know if you've seen how our arms are bent, but they aren't designed to run on all fours. That would be less efficient than just running normally.
Wouldn't that be original design?
Our elbows aren't bent to run on all fours like a dog.
They
Our
could be.
legs are bent to be like that.
I think that's just how we're using them. Again, I'm pretty sure our arms were made to be on the ground most of the time.
Yeah.
They aren't now.
Well, we're about the now.
We're about the before.
Yeah, we're all about the past here. Always looking backwards, baby.
Remember when whales had legs? What
Yeah, those were the days. Oh. Yeah, weirdos.
Those
Didn't like
those traitorous mammals moved to the ocean.
Imagine going in the water and not being able to breathe.
It's actually kind of hard to think of like something that's not just a lame.
Yeah,
Imagine us going through all the trouble to evolve to be on land, and then those backstabbers go right back in. What the heck?
Better in the water.
Yeah,
All right, Max, while
imagine
you're
a power where you can just never mind. Just move on. Move on
You can
quickly.
evolve backwards.
A power where every single time you try to have a conversation, you say, "Oh, let's just move on."
I really need that power.
All right. So
yes, you do.
here's my next lame ability since it's my turn. Now.
Oh yeah, that's right. Turns are good.
Yeah.
I broke the
All
turns.
right.
My bad.
So you have the ability to make absolutely genius breakthroughs. You can will them into existence. However, the moment you're about to announce these amazing ideas to the world, the moment it's about to be known, somebody swoops in and steals it right from underneath you. The idea still happens, but you get none of the credit because this other guy just beat you to it.
So it's like the thing where multiple people have invented things throughout history, and you're always like right before it happens.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this is just real life.
Yeah, but
Dude,
except in
invented
this case, you just will this thing into happening. Like, say you invented like the super ultra mega railgun death laser or
Invented
something.
the most amazing show.
Nobody would have been working on that thing ever before you like started doing it.
We got an operational Death Star.
Yeah. And then the moment when you finish it, that's when somebody comes out of nowhere with their ultra mega super ultra laser death beam.
And it's way better than yours.
Yeah.
Oh, you're always one up.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Absolutely.
Inefficient battery, too bad.
So, even trying to tell people that it was your design originally, then you show them your shittier design. You're like, okay, buddy.
Yeah.
Mine can blast a hole into that mountain. Well, mine can blow up the entire mountain. How do you slice that? Oh, fuck you, man. I worked really hard on this. It's not fair.
Oh, it's thundering outside.
I don't see the thunder.
All right,
Neither
Max.
do I, but I heard it.
Do you have your next lame ability now?
Oh, there's my ability. All right, I got mine. Thanks,
no.
Riley.
Oh no, I'm not ready. Okay.
Well, it's not either of our turns, so good.
Yeah, Max, take your time.
Riley had to go. Did we skip him?
What?
Did we?
No, we've been
I thought
going
we didn't.
Cameron, Max, Riley, then Gavin.
What happened is Riley couldn't think of a good idea, and then we skipped his turn to give Gavin's turn to go, and then Riley went after Gavin.
Yeah, mine was the armadillo. Yeah, that terrible idea.
Yeah, Riley, the armadillo power is too cool.
It's way too cool. I know. Gavin made it way cooler than I had in my head. He just said, "Oh, bring out the wheelchair."
I'm sorry. That's the first thing I thought. Like, oh, so armadillo powers.
We need to
but
move on from the armadillo, okay, guys?
you're half paralyzed. Cool. That's your
Matt,
drawback.
lame power. Go.
Me?
Yeah, you.
This was inspired like 10 seconds ago by what Gavin said. It's
Oh,
that
good.
everywhere you go, it's thunderstorm noises.
Every time you step,
Okay.
it causes
Not thunderstorms, but like there's just like booms of thunderstorms that everyone can hear everywhere you go.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool.
You're just stepping and thunder sounds are just crashing.
Yeah.
No, it would be unrelated. So like everyone just thinks there's a thunderstorm. It's like, oh, it's just because I'm in the area, but like no one would believe you.
They call me the
Yeah, who
lightning
would believe
because
you?
I
It's
bring
like,
the
No,
thunder.
no, no. The thunder's here because I'm here. You don't understand. It follows me around.
I am the thunder.
And it's
They
not
call
like
me- they call me
insane
thunder.
amount. It's just kind of like low, like distant thunderstorm noises that follow you everywhere you go.
I mean, could you be used as like a possible prediction device? Like if you're in the area, that means that like, do you attract thunderstorms?
Nope.
But they're
And
really
it's not a real thunderstorm. It's just the sound of a thunderstorm.
I
So it'd
feel
be like a perfectly sunny day. Nothing happens. There's thunderstorm noise.
Oh, like dry thunder when it's like
It's just worthless.
a dry day.
Yep.
Hmm.
I don't know if we're looking for worthless powers. I feel like
We're looking for lame, Max. Lame.
I'm not sure how.
But I don't know how to make it lame without just adding like side effects.
Yeah, how is this useful?
It's not. That's what makes it lame. If it was useful, it would be cool.
Yeah, I
Uh-huh.
guess.
Have you ever seen the movie Sky High?
Oh yeah, that's a great movie.
They have plenty of lame powers, and I
Yeah.
can't think of any of them.
You can't think of the glow stick man or the guy who turns into slime or the dude who spits acid or any of those three?
I thought of the guy that spit acid, and that's not worthless or lame. That's pretty sweet.
It is if your mouth is always full of acid.
That's
There's
fair.
a side effect though. I'm trying to stay away from just adding side effects.
Well, acid spit is the ability and the side effect.
See,
Acid
I was
spit, but your spit is acid.
to go to my lame superpower. Do you know the bus driver in Sky High?
I know of the bus driver. I don't remember what his ability was.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he was the bus driver of the the sky, like all of Sky High, I believe. Like he could
believe
drive
so.
a flying vehicle,
Uh-huh.
but he didn't have anything other than that.
The ability to drive a flying vehicle. Man, if
But
only there was
not
a profession
not a
just
plane.
for that.
Not a plane. It has to be a school bus.
Oh,
You can
So
only
he's-
drive.
this is the best
Step
scuba
back,
thing.
Miss Frizzle. I'm the bus driver around here.
With Fritz? No way. Oh, actually, we got a different guy. Bye.
You can only drive a flying vehicle when there are children.
When the passengers are only children.
Ooh, this is starting to get in yikes territory. So
Whoa.
we can move on from.
You make really funny tweets, but they're always misconstrued in the worst way possible.
That's
So just the
lame.
internet.
Yeah,
Yep.
pretty much. You're just a funny guy who only has one
His
platform to
power
express
is
it.
normal guy. His powers are being a normal guy.
Well, good thing I am normal guy.
Nope, he's more normal than you.
Imagine
like
being the
what if-
most average person.
He's
Yeah,
like so average.
so, like you get B's across the board. No, you're like
The ability to blend in, but only when it pertains to other people's abilities.
What?
what?
So you can only be the middle of everybody else's abilities. You're right in
Oh.
the middle. You blend right in. You're perfectly average, but only in abilities.
Ah. So you walk into a room with different people like heights.
You go
Then you
to
go right to the middle.
You go to the middle, and then you walk to the next
Wait.
room, and
so you join the
you grow or
Olympics.
shrink.
You
Mhm.
join the Olympics and you're right in the middle of the Olympic competition.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You'd never win a
Unless the
medal.
crowd counts. It depends on how far the proximity is.
You would do so terribly.
Jesus, damn! I didn't even think of that. Yeah, that's wild.
Oh.
Oh boy. And
But I guess if you go in the middle of nowhere with the smartest person in the world, then I guess the average would be the smartest person in the world. So,
And you.
and you, but your knowledge would constantly
Oh,
change to
okay.
beat the
So,
average. So
if you're
eventually, you just
only
average
with
out.
one person, you basically are you're twins.
Yeah, basically. You gain all of their abilities unless somebody else comes along,
That'd
then
be
you average
amazing
out.
in 1v1 fights. And then the
Let me
villain would just
explain.
would need
Alright,
like
this is
hostages
a-
or something.
All right, this is a very important distinguisher.
Yeah,
Do
there has to be no crowd, no hostages, no witnesses, so nobody will believe you that you beat them up.
No,
But
that's not the important distinguisher I'm talking
Really?
about.
oh, what was that?
Do animals count?
Oh,
Ooh.
So if you
because you
got
could take a pretty steep dive in intelligence, but speed and power could go up.
That could, yeah. You have like a gorilla there?
you have like a bee and like the
Oh.
smartest man. in
There's a
the
bunch of
world.
ants beneath you. Stupid.
You'd get the abilities of like poison bites,
Yeah,
fire
if you-
sting ants.
if would you copy the abilities of each?
But you'd have the
would-
potency
would
of an
the
ant's
ability-
amount.
This would be so bad.
It doesn't even do anything.
So you can do like 1 microgram of ant poison, which is almost good enough for another ant, but not quite.
You get a bee stinger, but
Kill
you
any
die
ant.
when you sting someone with it. What? Hey, that anaphylactic shock goes pretty hard.
Oh,
I have to
God.
say.
I have to stay away from bees.
I mean, you don't have to use the bee powers.
But you get to choose your average ability.
Yeah, suddenly out of your ass sprouts a stinger. Doesn't mean you have to sting someone.
Ah,
Jeez, Riley, come on.
Sorry, I was thinking you'd poke somebody with their finger and
Die
then you
if you
just
stick
die.
someone then?
Oh, I'm sorry. Do bee stingers come out of their little fingers? Oh,
Well,
Riley,
what
we're
is,
talk-
what
Riley,
is
we're not
finger?
we're not talking about Pokemon here. We're talking about real life.
even
This is
Beedrill has a
real.
blood stinger, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Maybe.
He also
I
has got those like drill hands.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a thought that literally just popped into my head. No
Great.
further thought was given. I just went, what if your superpower was you could eat dirt? And I was like, wait a minute.
Just nothing would happen. So you can sustain yourself
We're
on
all
dirt.
superhuman.
See, Max. That's the thing. Okay, that has some application to it. It's just
Does it?
very fucking lame. That you
What
can be-
application is that?
You can derive all the nutrients you need from dirt.
Okay.
You can
Maybe
dig.
that's the ability.
You could dig
Tastes good though.
plenty.
So you gotta wolf down a bag of poppy soil, and it's like, oof.
You could dig plenty of holes if you need holes.
With your mouth?
Yeah. You can just eat.
That would
dirt.
take so long.
Just ignore the worms and ants and whatever else is in the ground. Just start chowing down.
Oh gosh,
So
I didn't even
it-
think about that.
So what does it?
Oh,
Riley? Why does it matter if it tastes wrong? You could eat dirt. It doesn't matter
It tastes wrong, but feels so right.
Crunchy and sweet.
oh,
The
does
worms are just it's like a juicy like aftertaste.
Uh,
would
I
Like I
would-
didn't go sure.
yes, the
I
worms is
gotta know-
okay. I
gotta
started thinking of
know-
like crickets and like other bugs, and that's what bugged me out.
you could
I mean, you can, like,
how
shake
like
the dirt around
watermelon
and clean it
stings, Riley. Come on.
Feeling one squirming
Anyways,
in your
I
mouth.
gotta-
Oh,
I
got
gotta-
one.
I gotta know how other types of ground other types of naturally occurring ground.
Can you eat, like,
actually-
sand?
It's not
Yeah,
dirt.
yeah.
Not dirt. Okay, not
Well,
dirt.
Okay, well, would mud count? Would that be
Ooh,
like
mud.
a smoothie?
Yeah, wet dirt.
What? What dirt? Still dirt.
Yeah. What about clay? Does clay count as dirt? As a type of
Probably
dirt?
not.
What if you came across like a gravel road? Could you start munching down on that?
Yeah, where does
dirt
gravel
parts.
stand?
I feel like you'd have to filter out the dirt parts from the gravel.
Sorry, I
But you
just
wouldn't-
imagine
you
your
wouldn't be able
teeth
to,
are a
like,
sieve.
know.
Only dirt falls in.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking you wouldn't know. So like, if you eat a handful of dirt, some of it might be considered dirt by your body, and some of it won't.
So
No.
wait, is
Oh,
the power
God.
is the
So
power
it's like,
that
am I just
dirt
gonna like shit
tastes
myself,
really
or am I
good?
gonna like be fulfilled?
No, you get all
No,
the
the
nutrients
dirt
you
would
need
be
from
so
dirt.
well. The dirt would be
How-
like dirt.
You
Dirt
can
would still
sustain
taste.
yourself.
Dirt would
You don't
still
have any
taste like
augmented
dirt.
taste.
You could just eat dirt and like not have bad shit happen to you. Is basically what it
Oh,
is. You
Yeah,
can
your
eat
body
dirt-
accepts dirt as a form of nutrition.
Yeah,
you know what, Max?
you
That is a lame power up.
you could basically be like a worm and just eat dirt and be perfectly fine.
I'm glad that literally something I thought of and then told you guys about less than 10 seconds after I thought about it.
It was better than what you took time to thought. Thank
Yeah, I
God.
know.
It has been the complete opposite for me, Max. Every like on the spot thinking I thought of turned out to be super amazing. Terrible.
What?
Oh.
Isn't that what?
Amazing is in like it's amazingly lame, or amazing is it's not lame.
It wasn't lame. That was the problem. I was trying to think of stuff on the spot, and it turned out it wasn't that lame. Way lamer in my head if I just thought of it for 10 seconds.
Dang.
So here's my next lame superpower. Okay, this one is called My Favorite Roulette. What it does is it allows you to manifest a wheel, any kind of decision-based wheel, but it only appears on your chest, and you have to spin it on your chest. The entries on the wheel could be whatever you want. Okay, you can have as many entries on the wheel as you want.
Oh man.
It could be like a series of repeated yes, no, yes, no, yes, no options. It could be like a sort of hat drawing thing. You could create whatever type of wheel you want, but it only appears on your chest, and you have to spin it on your chest.
I'm just imagining your chest hairs are forming the wheel.
Oh no, the wheel's there 24/7. The wheel is just
Oh,
part of your
party, yeah.
gosh.
Yeah.
Well, it's time to spin the wheel. You just rip the shirt off.
Yeah.
What type of spinner? Is it like one of those like you flick the little arrow, or is it?
Flip the little, is the dial your nipple? Like the little arrow?
Yeah, or is it like that? Yeah.
No, I feel like you can. I
You
feel
can
like if you
choose your
train
spinner?
the. I feel like if you train the ability enough, you can decide
Oh,
what
man.
type of spinning mechanism is. in
How
play.
sad of a training montage would you have to have?
I feel like it would start off. I feel like it would start off as the flimsy, fucking,
Bean boozled wheel.
Paper
The-
arrow.
the flimsy, life wheel, where you flick
you have
the
to
arrow. Yeah, where you flick the arrow and it sometimes works, but most of the time it doesn't.
Well, that one's you still spin like the center for life if that's the one I'm thinking of.
Well, maybe I'm thinking of Twister. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
oh
don't know.
yeah,
Like,
Twister.
just-
yeah.
Just a shitty board game.
Yeah. That's
That's
what I
the
was
one you
asking to
start off
start
with. But as
The
you
flicky
continue,
one.
but as you continue training that ability, you could gain access to like the Wheel of Fortune wheel with all the fancy glowing lights and stuff.
Whoa.
You get
Whoa.
like a casino roulette wheel with like the black, red, black, red, black, red. Except you get to choose whatever entries you want. And there's like a little ball that comes with it that will stop on whatever
Will it
option.
defy
you know?
gravity?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
The ball would be an extension of the wheel, just like the spinning arrow is.
Hmm.
Nope.
You don't have to be like horizontal plank to spin the roulette wheel.
No, you don't. You just
Standing
spin.
vertical. Do you spin on command, or you have to mechanically move? Is
I
that
feel
part of the
like-
training
I feel like-
montage?
Yeah, I feel like spinning on command would be like something you'd have to train for. But I mean, regardless of how far you progress, you always have the option to spin it yourself.
Okay. Oh.
I was trying to think of a wheel-based, like, lame ability this entire time, and that's what I landed on. So, you're welcome.
You guys need to give me like another 45 seconds here. It'd be amazing.
Gosh. the power that keeps coming into my mind is you can go into your monitor or TV screen, but then you're trapped in there until somebody like turns the power off or something. I haven't fleshed the idea out. I don't know if you get to interact with the world that you go into. I feel like
Riley,
you shouldn't.
There's an entire backrooms level dedicated to a concept similar to that.
Ah, okay. I
It has nothing to do with going in TVs, though.
just walk into your TV all Willy Wonka style.
No, what it is if you fall asleep next to a piece of paper, you no-clip it to a paper and become a drawing on the page, and the only way you get out of the paper rooms is if somebody draws a door on that same piece of paper.
Oh.
But I guess that's not really a superpower.
Yeah, I was just thinking of that scene from like Gravity Falls when Seuss is like trying to get in the arcade machine. And he's like, "Help, I'm trapped in the machine. I thought it would be so cool, but I was wrong." I forget his words.
All right,
but...
I've finished my masterpiece. This is what I imagined in my head.
Oh.
When you said a guy with a spinning wheel on his chin. That's his body.
Woo!
Oh,
let me get this on the screen. Oh gosh. Oh
no,
gosh,
that's not what I was imagining, but I kind of like that more.
Oh shoot, you're making me have to.
He just kind of like moves his arms out of the way and goes, "Here we go."
His arms are somehow suspended but attached at the same time, like SpongeBob's are.
Well, ideally they're kind of coming out like the side, so that if he opens his arms up and it goes, they're out of the way. But I just couldn't shop it that well.
If he doesn't T-pose, do his arms spin with the wheel?
Think so?
Okay,
Awesome.
Here we go. I'm putting Max's masterpiece on here. See if I got it right. Amazing. Look at that. Look at that production quality. Oh. Well.
I like the stock watermark.
Yep. I just searched up a photo of a guy standing.
Oh, wait. You wait a second. I just noticed the wheel leg. It's got wheel.
There you go.
Are we supposed to be able to see it on the stream currently?
You should be able to see it. Can you not?
No.
I was wondering what that was. I thought it was
the outline of an image.
I thought it was a weird belt
Outline
for
of
some reason.
Yeah, there's like a box around our little NFL thing, but that's about it. A little green dotted box.
How about now?
Oh, now it's blue. A blue solid line box. Oh, hey, there you go.
Oh, interesting. You guys, so on Discord, it's looking at the preview instead of the actual program. Because I put it in studio mode, so I wouldn't biff this up like I did last time.
All
That
right.
was stupid of me.
But anyways, there's you didn't edit the bottom part out of the wheels. So it's
No, it was because I copy pasted it with the transparent background, and if I pasted it and removed the wheels, I'd lose the transparent background. It would have taken more time.
you could have just quickly just erased that. But no, it's better this way.
Oh, that's true. I could fix it quick.
I can fix him.
Okay, well, while Max fixes that,
It's actually Max's turn for his idea, so he can think of the idea while he's fixing it.
Well, every pair of pants fits perfectly.
Oh man, what a power! That sounds like an amazing.
I don't care about pants so much, but if I could get like a perfect fitting shirt, I'd be pretty happy.
Oh, that would be pretty good too.
I like loose shirts.
I like loose shirts too, but I'm short and fat, so
You want to see your fatness easier?
if I want the proper size shirt, it always just comes up over my belly. So if I want the proper size shirt and it go down far enough, then it's just like a really baggy shirt. It's way oversized. If I could find a happy medium to where I could lift my arms up and feel confident about myself, that'd be cool.
What I'm hearing, Gavin, is you just need to buy like the triple XL shirt.
I don't want to.
And, and it'll make you feel so much better.
Yeah, just wear a blanket to work every day. Yeah, why not?
We get this edited photo with the removed tail. There we go. Max's work, everybody.
Wow.
Yep.
Look at that.
Only the highest quality from me.
You can only expect the highest quality. So is the actual guy like wearing a vest or something?
Oh, he's got like a
He's an investor.
button-up shirt and a tie.
Wait, his
Okay.
hand is just fused into the wheel.
No, it's just behind his arm. It's
Oh,
fine.
he's crossing his arms. This is using the Magic Select in Paint 3D. I could only get it so
Okay, I'll stop. I'll stop roasting your abilities because I
I
probably
don't
can't
see
do
you
much
doing
better.
it.
I use paint.net, not paint whatever.
Wow.
You
Okay.
used-
Some people are like rich over here. Some of us aren't cool like that.
Sorry, paint.net is
Well-
free.
Well,
What?
Riley,
Okay. Well, my work computer blocks a lot of things. Okay, I'm very limited.
there you
Riley,
go.
Riley, instead of criticizing Max's peak design for Mr. Wheelie, how about you come up with your amazing lame superpower?
My amazing. Oh gosh, I had thought one, and then I thought of Mr. Wheatley. Now, I see. This is my problem. I start focusing in on your guys' ideas, and start criticizing them to the highest scrutiny, and then forget whatever idea I had. So it makes me look like the absolute nincompoop.
Nerd.
Oh yes, this one I was gonna say. You have the ability to turn, like when you flip a light switch, it turns on any light in the world, but you don't know which one.
So what if you want to turn on the light to your bedroom? What happens?
You just have to hope out of the billions and millions and zillions of light
flick it on
bulbs.
and off again to
Yeah,
hope
yeah. You just flick it on and off until your light turns on. That's
Flip on,
that's the peak.
you flip on a switch and your phone's flashlight turns on.
Or the classic, it turns on, but you're already in the motion of turning it off, so you gotta go through the loop again.
Oh no.
Uh-huh.
Hold on, I gotta make one more. I'm putting too much effort into this guy.
All right,
I made one edition, and I need
it's-
to make one more
it's
edition.
it's Gavin's turn anyways. It's fine. You could keep working while Gavin comes up with his lame.
Oh,
Yeah, Gavin, come up with your lame superpower.
Uh,
That is, yep.
Lame.
I would like to try and come up with one like Max said, where it's not just a superpower and then you add a side effect to make it not so good.
I feel like we've done a lot that don't
I
have
know.
like the super lame side effect.
You're able to talk to taxidermied animals.
Oh my gosh!
That might end up traumatized.
What a power, Gavin! What a power!
Do the souls return back to the taxidermy animals briefly, just so they can communicate with you?
Sure.
Gavin's thought about this power day
What
in, day
kinda-
out.
What kind of existential nightmare would that be?
You
see,
killed me!
You see like a deer mounted. You see a deer's mounted head on a wall. You're like, "Hey, Mr. Deer, how's it hanging?" And he's like, "Oh my God, there's nothing but darkness. Oh, there's nothing after the life." Like,
Sorry, Max's photo absolutely got me. I was not ready for this.
Mr.
Get a belt.
That's Mr. That is Mr. Wheelie, all right.
Got the hat, the wumbo. Oh, has he always been
That
wearing the
pretty
tie?
sure- Yeah.
Yep.
But look at the previous
I mean,
picture.
Yeah, it's so hard to just scroll up.
I can't
a little bit.
scroll up. It would ruin my photo. I'd have to untransition. I thought it'd be easier just to ask. Sorry, let me untransition to go look at the thing. Golly.
Riley's a man again. He untransitioned.
What? I de-evolved.
Yeah. All right.
Sorry.
Yeah, talking to taxidermy animals is a pretty lame power.
That is. I think that's one of the
I
best.
didn't even notice the Wumbo belt.
Can you talk to the animals in their language, or can you just like hear them making their animal noises?
Oh.
So it's like a bunny just screaming in bunny pain.
Oh my gosh.
Taxidermy fucking one of those like singing goldfish plaques is like
Oh my baby.
He's just
oh no,
always
oh no, no,
suffocating.
oh no, oh no, 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 the goldfish starts singing a song about existential fucking dread about like life and death. You're like, that's what you were supposed to sing.
I do like the idea of it just hearing the animal noises.
that does make it more lame.
I mean, I was thinking something you could use instead of just like activating a screaming animal every once in a while. I thought, maybe you could have a conversation with
I
it.
like-
Yeah, no.
I like both in different ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I feel like either way has comparable level of usefulness to Captain Hindsight's ability. So I think it counts.
Oh, bro, you shouldn't have walked there when it was hunting season. Stupid.
Like you're talking to the taxidermy mooses, like,
Yeah.
I had a wife and kids, and I got shot, and I guess my head's on a wall or some shit.
Sorry, when you said I
Yeah,
have a
Mr.
wife and kids, it just
Yeah.
made me think that like this is
And
an AA meeting.
And then fucking Captain Hindsight opens up the cabin door. Steps in, is like, you should have been out during hunting season, my friend. Oh! And then he leaves.
Just like,
Captain Hindsight. He's always there to let you know what you should have done at the right moment.
Is that a part of his ability? He's able to just pop in at the least
I go-
convenient times.
I go in
I
to
think you
say
mean
that
the most convenient times.
For
I go
him.
any moment where Captain Hindsight should be
I
showing
need it
up.
elsewhere.
I like to imagine. Wait. Does he? Wait, would Captain Hindsight travel there by foot, or does he just teleport?
I think the laughs. I think that's what helps him teleport to the new location.
I would love to imagine an out of breath, sweaty Captain Hindsight just bursting through the door. That's what you should have been walking around.
Oh!
You're welcome.
He teleports to the general
He's there.
location and has to run the rest of the way.
Yeah, he has to like, oh no, this is a mall! Well, if I had to find the right guy in like 10 seconds!
All right, Riley, you're
that's-
gonna animate all of our Captain Hindsight stuff, right? For the viewers.
He absolutely is. Right.
Awesome.
He's
I look forward to that.
Uh,
And a brief snippet of every other ability we've mentioned, just being used in the natural world.
Yeah, of course.
We gotta get that production value up. Like, come on.
what? Sorry,
Production value.
you expect me to animate?
Well, like easy animation stuff, but yeah.
Not that hard. Lots of people do it.
Yeah, I guess a lot of people do it when you're looking at like a sample size of like 10. There's like millions of animators.
Go on Fiverr if you're too lazy to do it, Jesus.
I'm not gonna go on to Fiverr to pay somebody to you. You know what? You do that, Gavin. You go do that. I'm
No.
already doing
Sure.
enough.
I thought of my next lame ability. So, your ability is basically you're super lucky, but
All right.
the good luck only
Domino,
happens.
baby.
Yeah, but the good luck only happens during like through the process of very unlucky circumstances. You basically become the unluckiest guy in the world.
Like you're in a car accident and everybody dies, but you're lucky enough
Oh
to
my
survive.
god! Jesus Christ!
I guess that could be an extreme example. I was more so thinking of something like you wake up in the morning and then you like trip on your heel and you tumble down the stairs.
And you
But
missed the
doing
axe
so
that was
like
flying
causes,
right.
doing so causes you to lose that like nick in your back that's been like
Oh.
bugging you ever since you woke up.
Okay.
So you fall down the stairs and are covered in bruises, but that back problem's gone.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that acne's disappeared.
Every zit was popped on the way down.
I don't know if that's a lame power. I feel like that'd be pretty useful.
I mean, I kind of would be able to. I think my
I'd be
days
okay
would be
with that.
better if every bad thing that happened to me had a silver lining. I think my
Yeah.
general days would be better.
Oh, I stubbed my toe, but I won the lottery.
Oh,
But
man,
the ingrown toenail came off with it.
exactly.
Oh.
That's where I was gonna go with that.
I'd probably
I'd be okay with that.
click. I'd probably press that button. Like, yeah,
I'd take that power.
I'd take that.
Well, I missed my alarm, but
It's lame and not very useful, but everything has a silver lining. Hell yeah, that's the power. That's the name of the power.
man.
Silver lining.
Oh shit, man! I'm late for work. I woke up super late. Oh man, geez. Oh, I'm like an hour late.
But it's daylight
You go
savings.
Oh, my boss was late too, so I just got to sleep in. Okay.
There you go.
Oh shit! I forgot to study for this exam. That's super crucial for my graduating grade. Shit. Oh, hey guys, test is canceled.
Snow
That
day.
would be great. Just like, oh man, I forgot to do the homework. Oh, 5 other people forgot to do the homework. I guess we'll just extend it a day.
You gotta deal with the mental and or physical torment that would come with the unlucky parts, but the silver lining is always gonna show up.
I feel like, yeah, you wouldn't really get that mental anguish afterwards. Like, oh, well, I forgot this, but something's going to happen.
Yeah, you know something good's coming.
But then nothing good ever does.
But you have to have the anguish for it to work.
I will say this, like, the level of unluck has to scale with the level of luck that's happening. So, like, if something leads you to winning the lottery, some crazy bad stuff has got to happen to you leading up to that.
Oh, man, I broke my whole torso.
I won the lottery, and the lottery amounts exactly enough for my medical bill. All right.
After tax, of course.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I guess my ability wasn't lame enough. I'm willing to admit that.
I mean, it's genuinely pretty lame, but it can be swung pretty nicely.
It's just like an average day at that point because it equals out.
Oh, fair.
But we probably should start wrapping up the podcast. So if we have any like
probably
fire round stuff, if anybody has something on the top of their head, like you can spit
anytime you use a knife, it's always sharp.
That's just awesome, though.
I would say that's lame. That's very useful.
Very useful.
Yeah.
You have a.
But only for the first couple of cuts. Then, if you want to be like that.
But Gavin,
After
that's
that,
just a down. You just put it
Yeah,
down.
fuck you.
That's just
You
that's
said
just
play the
giving-
ground, and I came up with the first fucking thing. Fuck you.
Eat as much food in as much quantity as you want, but there's a 12% chance you won't make it to the toilet in time.
Oh god.
Like I won't gain weight no matter how much food.
Yep,
I eat,
you can
but
use
there's a
your
12% chance I will.
Again, yeah, that's kind of going down the butt side effect route, but
Going down the butt side effect route, you can drive
You-
any vehicle,
you have
but
butt side effects.
every time you get in the vehicle, it's out of gas.
You are the trash man. You have the ability to consume trash, and that's it.
Because you were raised as a child to eat trash, and I just have a few more immunities than other people. That's it.
You're 6 feet tall, but you're
That's
left-handed.
it.
Wow, I feel really called out right now. I'm 6 feet tall and left-handed.
And you have orange hair. So,
Yeah, imagine that lame power. Am I right?
Lame side effect, no soul. Wow.
yeah.
I didn't know you were left-handed.
Yep. Well, I'm left and right-handed. It depends.
What do
Everything
you?
else was targeting you, but you're left-handed? That's crazy.
You get to be a vampire, but you disintegrate in the sun.
You're gonna be a vampire, but you don't get to see your reflection in the mirror.
You get to be a vampire, but a logical vampire, knowing that moonlight is a reflection of sunlight.
Oh no!
You're a vampire, but you're smart enough to not attend the local high school.
That's a good power up.
Yep. Well, yeah, it's definitely a power because none of them ever seem to be able.
You're a guy whose entire power is giving bags to people when they need them.
Super
It's like
bad.
You have a best friend, but only you can see him.
And it's
Oh my
only
gosh.
real, trust me.
Yeah, totally real.
Oh. Okay. Well, I think that's a good place to end it. We
Oh,
got
it's at the end of the lightning round. That was
I-
fun.
that was a great lightning round. So what should our next topic be?
Thumbs.
Thumbs?
Thumbs.
Yeah, thumbs.
Okay. Okay.
Thumbs up from
There are a variety of thumbs. Okay.
here.
Like from Spy Kid?
Yeah,
Just-
thumbs.
Like
Just
those thumb
thumb.
peoples?
Well,
Just-
I'll be
Would
sure
count under the topic, I think. Yeah.
I can't wait to talk
Anything-
about my
anything
favorite
that-
movie.
Anything that can fit under the category of thumbs, that's what we're talking about.
Okay. Sounds good.
Drive
Well, we'll do that
That's
next time then.
I was surprised Super Bagman wasn't brought up.
I was letting Max have the floor for that. He
I
never-
forgot about Super Bagman. I'm gonna be honest with you guys.
Do you still have the costume?
Oh, I've still got it. I think I told you guys last time. It's folded up in a container. Actually,
Alright, great.
last
Last
Hey,
thing,
well-
Super Bagman. Sing us
Well,
out.
yeah, do we want to end the podcast explaining who Super Bagman is?
Wait, did Max
Or is
go?
that going to be our non sequitur to start the next episode?
to
Oh,
start the
yeah,
thumbs?
true.
Yeah.
Am I going to remember to do that? That's the question.
One of us might.
Yeah.
We
One of
could
us
just.
can.
Riley's been posting the reminders of what the topic is. You could just
I have
post
been
the
doing that.
reminder there.
Okay.
There you go.
Yep. Future Riley, make sure to do
Tune
that.
in next time for the origins of Super Bagman
And thumbs!
And thumbs.
and thumbs.
And until
Does
next
Super
time.
Bagman have them? Tune in next time.
And Derby.
Hope you can see all the colors.
Goodbye.
Bye.